Alright guys, so let's talk real quick about MacArthur week 1. And the purpose behind MacArthur is to transition us back into resistance. As we had to shut down the gym, we moved all of our programming to a lot more of muscular endurance type training, where we had to do a lot of reps. And because we were dealing with digital classes with our athletes over with lots of different kinds of equipment, we weren't able to, of course, load them very heavily. And so we had to do a lot more reps. Well, that muscular endurance training, of course, is great work. At the same time, it doesn't provide the same stimulus as what just heavy lifting will do. So now as we're getting back into being able to open up the gym, then we are going to be getting people back under the barbell, and we're gonna have to deal with a lot of soreness as a result of that. Now, you have to understand that being sore and being considerably weaker, feeling rusty or feeling like your body isn't moving through the grooves in a squat or whatever movement, feeling all of those things are completely normal. All right, you have taken a break from a lot of those exercises and movements that are highly patterned. Even if you've been doing it for years, decades, whatever, taking a long enough break from it, and especially if you've been resting, not training your regular frequency, it's going to have an impact on how you feel coming back. That's okay. What we're looking to do in MacArthur really is to give you guys an on-ramp program to inoculate yourself to some extent to the training volume that what we would normally be able to handle without any sort of soreness. Of course, now you are going to be sore because you haven't been under a barbell for a while. Second, we're going to be limiting the loading and the intensity that we have you guys work at. We're mostly doing hypertrophy style training and circuit-based design. However, we don't want you pushing the same loads that you would push, let's say, pre-COVID-19 shutdown. We would much rather have you working at lighter loads and not developing any bad habits as we begin to reintegrate our body into these loaded movements, okay? It's really important that you're working at loads that are gonna allow you to move the barbell successfully through the full range of motion with absolutely no hiccups. That also goes for the running that we're gonna be doing, because we wanna get back into moving over ground. We're gonna be limiting pretty considerably the amount of intensity that we want you guys to be putting out, and that's to preserve a lot of our joints, but also muscle pulls, things like that. Finally, what I would encourage you to do beyond the design of MacArthur is just to be patient. Understand that it's going to take your body a little bit of time to reacclimate itself to the gym setting, and the movements and the soreness that can come along with atomic athlete style of training. Be patient with all that stuff. Understand you're not going to perform at your best, but over the course of time, all that stuff is going to return, and it's going to return quicker than you might expect.